Road, Good East, Thurles Sarsfields. Hello, good afternoon, and you're all very welcome here to Thurles Stadium, Thurles, for the County Senior Hurling Championship Final 2010 between defending champions Thurles Sarsfields and the challengers Clonoulty Rossmore. A very cold afternoon here. Both teams have come out onto the field with very shortly had lineups. We recently had the toss there. 10 last quarter, which people seem to be taking a little from our wind. Thurles Sarsfields down here. The town goal on our right, and Clonoulty Rossmore and the Callaghan doing theirs. Thurles Sarsfields today bidding for their 31st title. They were the first to 10, the first to 20, the first to 30, and now today start a quest to be maybe the first to 40. For Clonoulty Rossmore, they're bidding for their fourth title this afternoon. Their last victory in 1997, they won the home here in a very, very exciting game. Thurles Sarsfields, of course, champions last season when they beat Drummonds in the decider here. Our referee for today's encounter will be Keith Hunty from the Mile Road South Tipperary. Now the Thurles Sarsfields team that has been trusted to do duty this afternoon in their quest for their 31st title will be as follows. In goal, Pat McCormack, captaining the side. Right corner back, David Maher. Full back, Kevin O'Gorman. And left corner back, Terry O'Dwyer. Number 5, David Kennedy. Centre half back, Padraig Maher. And left wing back, Michael Cahill. In the centre of the field, we've got Alan Kennedy and partnering him will be Michael Fleecy. The half forward line, right wing forward, number 10, Stephen Lillis, centre forward, Dennis Maher, and left wing forward, Tabor. A full forward line, a very dangerous line for any full back line to be facing up to. Right corner forward, Johnny Enright, full forward, hurler of the year, Lark Corbett, and left corner forward, Richie Root. The Clonoulty Rossmore team, which will show one change from the team in the semi-final, will line out as follows. In goal, Declan O'Dwyer. Right corner back, Joey O'Keefe. Full back, James Heffernan. And left corner back, Kevin Horan. The half back line, right wing back, Padraig Heffernan. Centre back, John Devan. And beside him, his brother Liam Devan. Centre of the field, John O'Keefe and Sean O'Connor. Right wing forward, Tom Butler. Centre forward, Thomas Butler. And wearing number 25 will be Michael Heffernan. The full forward line. Number 13, Fiacre O'Keefe. Full forward, John O'Neill. And left corner forward, Timmy Hammersley. Shortly now, the 2010 County Senior Hurling Championship Final at this Mecca of Hurling Temple Stadium will be underway. Let's hope it's fine for the afternoon. It's wet underfoot, but overhead conditions, although dull and overcast, thankfully the rain is holding off. The McCarthy band will strike up now on the teams, and the parade is underway. Sizable attendance here, we'll see how the Clonoulty Rossmore team that is in this cheer as they come out onto the field and right by the Sarsfields men. For Thurles Sarsfields, they came in today as league champions and Clonoulty Rossmore come in as West champions. So is it to be the 31st or 4? The next hour and a half or so will tell all. As both teams head towards us here now. What a beautiful sight it is to see two teams marching behind the band on county final day.
Lovely sight to see the blues and the green and gold as they come across here on this spectacular day. We'll give you the teams. They have changed the fast to the last 1 o'clock. And here are the teams. On goal, that's the corner. The full back line, David Maher, Kevin O'Gorman, and Gary O'Dwyer. The half line, as a player, David Kennedy, Padraig Maher, and Michael Cahill. In off the court, Alan Kennedy, and Michael Cahill. On the right, the team. The second, Dennis Maher, and on the left, Bravo. Forward line, on the right, Johnny Enright. Forward line, forward, and up the left. And on the front four, on goal, Michael O'Dwyer. The full back line, Joey O'Keefe, James Heffernan, and Kevin Horan. The half line, Padraig Heffernan, John Devan, and Liam Devan. Along the park, John O'Keefe and O'Connor. of Declan Rye, of you all know that, and our own Derek Rye.
There you have it, the Rona being peasantry is out of the way, and Thurles Sarsfields will defend the town goal in the first half, playing from right to left. Clonoulty Rossmore just having their final huddle now before this eagerly awaited clash gets underway. Now, backs go back, forwards go forward. The referee in the centre of the field, so very, very shortly the county final will be underway. Referee just checking everything is in order and about to throw in the ball. In goes the ball, and the 2010 County Junior Hurling Championship final is underway. The first into the attack of Thurles Sarsfields. Ball down to the side. Dennis sent down. Dennis Maher sent it in. It's high, and it's gone to the left and gone wide. The first attack there within the first 10 seconds or so from Thurles Sarsfields. The ball going to the left and wide. Puck out, first puck out for Declan O'Dwyer. Declan O'Dwyer trying to find the team over on that far side. Succeeds in doing so. And collecting it, got the ball and clearing it around. He's getting off, he's selling the direction of field for Carl. Going back there, Paulie Maher. Supposed to be tackled by 1-2 men there. And gets away and gets a good puck into the centre of the field. He's going to drop right. A number of players going. There's a foul there on Thurles Sarsfields player. I think it was this, and it's going to be the first free of the afternoon for us. Coming out there, it looks as though Parburke is going to be taking it just outside the Clonoulty Rossmore 65-metre line. Pa, whose sensational goal in the injury time in the semi-final, gave Thurles Sarsfields the ticket to be here today. Now, Pa, who has scored a total of 5 goals and 28 points in the championship so far this year. Will this be 5-29? He lifts, he strikes, keeping it low. It looks good enough. It's gone in and gone over the bar for the opening score of the game. After just 1 minute 22 seconds, Thurles Sarsfields take the lead. 1 point to no score. Declan O'Dwyer to take this puck out again. Taking it from the far side this time. Here he comes now, dropping it right down the centre this time. There's going up for a fresh air shot there, was a cut there. But David Kennedy coming away with the ball there, flicking it infield, getting up towards on the end right. Didn't get it, he comes instead there. Comes in front of Parburke. Parburke is brought, is tackled and fouled there, and the first. Well, Pa was getting away there, and he seemed to have an open goal in front of him, but he was fouled, and play is called back, and on the 20-metre line now. Johnny Enright looks as though he's going to take this free. They've got it. Now it should be a relatively easy free for Johnny Enright. It looks as though Pa is going to take the one further out, and Johnny is going to take the close-in free. This should be the second point of the afternoon for Sarsfields. It is indeed, and after just over 2.5 minutes, coming up to 2.5 minutes gone in the first half. It's 2 points for Sarsfields, no score for Clonoulty Rossmore at the moment, but that may all change. Clonoulty yet to settle down. Declan O'Dwyer, who has certainly been the busier of the two goalkeepers so far anyway, pucking out that ball, getting it right down the centre of the, again, players going to bat it down there, good work there. About to be coming across there, and nice work there by the Sarsfields, and drilling in towards the full forward line again, going in over the head there of Richie Rood. Out comes the goalkeeper, pans the ball into the open space, but the open space could a bit and tussle over there and cleared out there. Lead the man getting out into the centre of the field. Ball broken down again. Players going after it, trying to pick it up there. Michael Gleeson, it looks as though he's the one that has it. Michael Gleeson has it, he's fouled, he's taken a couple of heavy challenges there, and he's absolutely pulverised. He's on the canvas, but he's back on his feet now. So, the name being taken there, Clonoulty Rossmore man. So, it looks as though Parbuck is going out to take this one, and this one is he's only just outside his own 65-metre line. And this will be a massive one if it goes over. Well, it's being brought forward just a couple of metres, but it's virtually in the centre of the field. And it'll be a very long range free now. Let's see, can Parr get the distance? The referee, and I don't know who he's going to call on side to have a chat with. Yes, in fact it's John Devan. John Devan has been spoken to by the referee there. So it may be just a reminder.
The yellow card, he's still writing it. When they start writing, I always say the yellow one comes out.
And it is in fact a yellow card for John Devan. So, yes, a yellow card. So Parbuck now stands over this free on the far side.
It's almost in the middle of the ground, about 10 yards in from the arena stand over on.
Standing up now, here comes Parr. He lifts, he strikes. It's dropping in, and it's dropping closer, preciously close, but it's dropped to the left and gone wide. So the score remains 2 points for Thurles Sarsfields. As of yet, no score for Clonoulty Rossmore, and we're just coming up to 5 minutes as Declan O'Dwyer's puck out goes down. We'll drop on the half forward line again. Players going after it, picked up there quickly for the Thurles by Stephen Lillis. He delivers that ball up into it, coming across there, trying to get it away there further. Well, he's tackled and fouled there, and it's going to be a free out. Takes the free very quickly, gets it up along that far side there. They're tossed his brother Liam, who loses the ball. So Michael Gleeson back to Richie Root. Root now with a high ball, and the goalkeeper almost caught. Oh, and it's gone a beautiful shot over the bar there. And the goalkeeper was out a bit off his line, and he could easily have been caught had that ball been dropping a little bit closer to the crossbar. It's 3 points for Sarsfields. No score for Clonoulty Rossmore. Sarsfields have opened the brighter. Declan O'Dwyer once again, and the Thurles goalkeeper as of yet hasn't got anything to do, hasn't even touched the ball. As a great catch there by Michael Heffernan, delivering the ball right into the full forward line now, and speed going back there to cover off the right. He was trying to come off his pass. The ball cleared on very far. Clonoulty in possession again, getting in across the field. Going back there was Michael Gleeson for Sarsfields, off the ground. All players trying to get their hands on the ball, not easy thing to do. Some players on the ground. Michael Gleeson has it now. Being tackled, going back towards the gets help there on his full back there. Getting around and clearing the ball, loses the ball there. Clonoulty coming and goes. Michael Heffernan again, sets it inside of it. Just Tom Butler, but swinging away for it there is Michael Cahill. Oh, and a somersault there as the Clonoulty man came in for the tackle, and Michael Cahill went down, and the man did a cartwheel over his back. Great entertainment there from the crowd as Pat McCormick comes out to take this free just outside his own 20-metre line now. Pat, the captain of the side today, hasn't had anything to do so far, but this is his first touch of the action, and he drills it over to that far wing over there. Coming out there, it was, well, Richie Rupert, he didn't pick it up, and clearing it out there for Clonoulty over to that far side, very close to the touchline. Paddy Maha going after there, being tackled by Michael Heffernan, and keeps close to the touchline. His rugby tackle, just the ball goes down, surrounded by 3 Clonoulty men. The one that has it now, one or two of them has it anyway. Well, just his shot goes in, going in on the court. He's away from line. David Cahill gets it out of it, going back there to court. Back there, and great work by the Sarsfields defence there as the hands go up for the own, very close to the touchline. Pulled down there by Liam Devan. Ball tops off his hurley, that goes out over the touchline and that far side. A little bit of help from Stephen Lillis, and it's going to be a line ball for Sarsfields. That's straight in the centre of the field. This line ball will be taken by Michael Cahill. It's just back a little bit from the centre of the field, taking his time with it. He's side ahead by 3 points. They've got the Dream Star Clonoulty yet to register a flag. He hits it low, doesn't get it up towards the first. I mean, a hard pull there, and the ball goes out over the line there, and it's going to be another line ball for Thurles Sarsfields just outside the Clonoulty Rossmore 45-metre line. This looks as though it's going to be Stephen Lillis, I think, is going to be taking this one. And Stephen will be hoping to get a little bit more altitude on that.
And a beautiful strike by Lillis. Oh, it's an absolute beaut. Has it gone? It's gone over the bar. It's an absolutely splendid point there for Sarsfields. Oh, it's sweet hurling there. From all of outside the Clonoulty 45-metre line, he struck it beautifully. And it went straight over the bar, so it's 4 points to no score. Sarsfields in the ascendancy in most areas. It's Declan the wire. Pucks it out, keeps it down this side this time. The half-hour line for Clonoulty getting no change over the half-back line. And it's once again, it's supposed to be clearing the way down. And that was done by David Kennedy. Getting up there was Parbuck. Parbuck going away there, being followed by Joey Dwyer. Parbuck putting down the throttle, fix it inside to Enright. On the route. Enright is hooked there. Good defending there, but the ball is now in the danger area. It's the stalemate in there, closer to the end line there. About to be cleared out. Good defending work there by Clonoulty Rossmore with the backs to the wall. But back come Thurles Sarsfields again. Alan Kennedy high. Is it tailing? It's gone to the left and gone wide. So, score remains 4-0. That's a quick puck out was taken there, but the referee isn't happy with there's a player in. Parbuck is down injured, so Michael Dawsey there has gone in to see, and another Thurles mentor there to see what the welfare of Parbuck, who obviously took a heavy challenge as he was breathing down on goal. He's in the layoff, he may have taken a heavy tackle, so shortly now I'd say Par will be fine, he'll be back on his feet. Thankfully, Parbuck is back on his feet, and with everybody back on their feet now, we're going to have a puck out from Declan O'Dwyer. Now, Lark Harbert, who has to come into this game, yes, he's.
Looks to be full forward now.
And now there's.
They want to puck it out. We'll watch Declan O'Dwyer, the man who had a tremendous game the last time, and he was alive up there with his full
referee is satisfied, everything's okay now. Referee today, of course, Keith Delahunty. And now, as we come up to just over 10 minutes gone in the first half, it's 4-0 as Declan O'Dwyer getting it, dropping in. Up goes the well, it was about to be collected, but more in the way there for Clonoulty, but they've been forced out the field again. They might be getting the ball, but they find it very hard to pass that. And the ball flicked ahead there, but didn't get it very far. John O'Neill had the ball cleared away from good work there by Michael Gleeson. Batted down there by Joey O'Keefe. Coming across the cover off there is James Heffernan. James Heffernan's puck is half blocked down. He goes straight into the Dennis Maher. Looks fixed inside. Danger here. Half blocked down. Good work. Ball flicked on Parbuck. Parbuck plays it out there. And it comes to Richie Root. Richie Root shoots and sends it over the bar. And Thurles seem to have great understanding in the forward line. There seems to be a man backing up the man in possession all of the time. And now they lead by 5 points to 0. As we come up to, it's over 11 minutes. Declan O'Dwyer once again taking the puck out. He'll have a frolic in his wrist from poking out the ball. He's getting so much to do. He's going a high ball, dropping in and almost on the Sarsfields 45-metre line. Ball breaking and caught there by the fullback. Fullback there is Kevin O'Gorman. Kevin O'Gorman getting up, but he comes straight to John Devan. Devan measure, but he gets it straight down to Paulie Maher. Paulie Maher, the ball goes off his hand there. Yeah, and there's fake rope, he's trying to get him back. But Michael Cahill there for Sarsfields. David back there. David Maher, just dropping over the centre of the field. How comes the ball goes off of Dennis Maher there. Cleared by John Devan again. John Devan driving right back down. Out there, half back by Paulie Maher. And knocked off the ball. Goes to the ground. Clonoulty men around him, trying to push it out a bit. A bit of a scrummage developing now. We're coming away there. Michael Cahill kick it out. Coming out to Michael Gleeson. Not my Alan Kennedy. Alan Kennedy has it now going across. His pass goes half a straight. It doesn't. It goes straight into Stephen Lillis. Lillis strikes it in, and beautiful piece of artistry there from the Sarsfields man. Great teamwork there. Coming out of the fence and laying it off. And then Alan Kennedy laying it off beautifully to Stephen Lillis, and he said thank you very much, and he popped it straight over the bar. Meanwhile, there's a Clonoulty Rossmore man down. Seems to have either gone over heavy on his ankle or his knee or something. It's James Heffernan, in fact, the fullback for Clonoulty. And so it's 6 points for Sarsfields, no score for Clonoulty Rossmore at the moment, and we're not all that far away from the halfway point of the first half. Almost 13 minutes gone. Thurles Sarsfields, who had such a titanic clash here with Tommy Vara just a couple of weeks ago, and getting home with that super Parbuck free well into injury time. Today they've started out of the blocks right from the word go, and at the moment in a comfortable position. But of course all of that can change. A hurling game can turn in a matter of moments. Meanwhile, everybody seems to be back okay again, and Declan O'Dwyer will take this puck out for Clonoulty Rossmore.
Now, Declan O'Dwyer, what would they do to try and engineer the score?
The half-forward line having a very difficult time against the Thurles Sarsfields half-back line. And the ball is dropping down in that area again. And let's see what happens. Oh, a fantastic catch over there by Alan Kennedy. Laying it off to Lillis again. Lillis going after being followed there by Ian Devan. Drilling it in low. Indoors. Johnny Enright has surrounded. He's on the ground. Lays it off there. Comes to Pat Burke. The ball is knocked away from him there. And it's going to be a line ball over on that far side. Well, the linesman seems to think it may have gone off either of them. He's going to give a throw ball. But the referee actually is going to give a throw in. It's going to be between Pat Burke. And the ball is coming away for Clonoulty there. Clonoulty lifting the siege there temporarily anyway, as it drops 15 Paddy Mahon there. Michael Heffernan, neither of them getting it. The ball is knocked out there. It comes to Jimmy Hammersley. Hammersley laying it off there where he gets it over there towards Tom Butler. Butler fires it in and gets the opening score. The opening score for Clonoulty Rossmore, and that has come on all 14, almost 15 minutes of play in the first half. It's now 6 points. 6 points to 1 in favour of Thurles Sarsfields. As McCormick dropping it in, dropping it over almost on the 65-metre line. Ball drops kindly there for Lark Corbett. Lark Corbett has his puck blocked down, and that doesn't happen too often. There for the Clonoulty Rossmore is Patrick Heffernan. Has the ball, loses the ball eventually, and Bellard goes after it. He wasn't too happy about him, but meanwhile it's in the possession there of John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe, very close to the touchline, gets it in low. Finding it so hard to make ground as Thurles hunting packs. Ball is laid out there on number 2 for David Maher, but eventually it goes back and is cleared away there by Jim Patrick Heffernan. Dropping it inside there, he comes to Butler again, and Butler brings a great cheer from the crowd as he gets the second point there. He gets the second point there for Clonoulty Rossmore, and now they're beginning to hurl a bit better. It's now 6 points to 2 in favour of Thurles Sarsfields. Let's remember, of course, Clonoulty Rossmore started very, very slowly in their semi-final against Kildangan, but they found their way into the game and eventually won by 3 points. So now the puck out is taken by Pat McCormick right down into the centre forward position. Ball with Lark Corbett. Lark Corbett going laying out there. Here comes to Alan Kennedy. Alan Kennedy dropping it in there. Now coming out comes Declan O'Dwyer. Declan O'Dwyer tries to pick out a man. He's going to have difficulty in picking out Timmy Hammersley. Hammersley getting away there from O'Dwyer. Hammersley on the run. Thinks about taking a shot. Thing goes away. Tries to get home to swing his stick. His hope as he gets the ball in low. He could have worked out better run. Yeah, but Sarsfield's defence is still very solid in there as the ball is knocked out. Out comes Paddy Mahon, thundering out the field. Tackled there by John O'Neill. Still gets in his clearance. A great clearance right into the centre of the field. Now up goes the hand there. Well, eventually it's knocked out of his hand and it comes to either Alan Kennedy, I think. And Alan Kennedy winning himself a free there, dead straight in the centre of the field, and immediately Pat Burke is heading that direction to try and get Sarsfields 7 points. They haven't got the point for a little while now, but the last 2 scores have been Clonoulty scores, and certainly they needed those 2 points. Now it's almost in dead straight in the centre of the field. So 6 points to 2. And now taking his time, studying form. He'll definitely have the distance. Let's see what about the accuracy. He rises, strikes, a hard shot, it's going in, and it looks a good one. Yes, it's gone over the bar. Burke has increased Sarsfield's lead. 7 points to 2 in favour of Thurles now, as Declan O'Dwyer prepares to take this puck out again. Declan now is going to drop it down on that half. In there now between Michael Gleeson, neither of them get it. The ball goes to ground. The players trying to pick it up, and the man who does pick it, well, he half picked it up with Michael Gleeson, but he got a little help there on the teammates. The ball is dropped down. Out comes James Heffernan. There's the ball. He loses the ball to Lark Corbett. Lark Corbett plants it back neatly there to Dennis Maher. Maher fires it in. I wonder what it'll do. It's thank you very much, he says, and he pops it straight over the bar. Beautiful piece of teamwork again. Dennis Maher the finisher there after a Corbett layoff, so it's 8 points for Thurles Sarsfields, and that temporary revival of Clonoulty Rossmore has been quelled once again for now anyway, as we come up to just over 18 minutes gone in the first half. The puck out dropping down there between Michael Can't, players putting up their hands and sticks and everything. Tough tackling, but coming in there and trying to get away was David Kennedy. Eventually it's Corbett, eventually it's now with Tom Ryan gets it low, goes Sean O'Connor getting into the corner there with Trustee O'Keefe, and Johnny with David Maher going for it together, and eventually the ball goes out over the first line off the Thurles Sarsfields man, and it's going to be a line goal for Clonoulty. And coming across to take this one is John O'Neill. He take your point. If he can get it, it'll be a magnificent shot if he goes for the point, or will he go for a position? He goes for neither really, but he may work out. Okay, the ball is coming back his direction again. He gets it, but he falls to the ground. He's surrounded there by three blue. Gets it back there to John O'Connor. O'Connor has it, lays it outside. There comes Tom Butler. Butler has a chance, and Butler gets the third score. Clonoulty Rossmore well engineered score there for the Clonoulty men. It's now 8 points to 3. After just not too far away from the 19 and a half minutes gone in this first half. 8 for Sarsfields, 3 for Clonoulty. McCormick shots the puck out this time and gets it out there towards Corbett taken by John Devan, or not John Devan, Polly Heaven, lays it out, gets it in. Beautiful piece of positional work there by Sarsfields. As Parburke being forced, and well, he was tackled. I suppose Clonoulty will feel that there's a rather easily won free, but it's a free anyway, and it's a chance, and I presume Johnny Enright looks as though he's going to come out to take this one. Johnny for the short ones and Pa for the long ones. And I'd say this, you could nearly bet your house on it. This will be going straight over the bar. Well, the referee going to make, or the linesman's going to make it a small bit more difficult. He was stealing quite a few yards there. So he's out now about 30 yards or so from the Clonoulty posts, and only about 10 or 12 yards in from the sideline. So it's not as easy as he rises, strikes it, and struck with unerring accuracy straight over the bar. So it's 9 points to 3. Thurles Sarsfields lead, 20 minutes gone, the first half of the 2010 county final. Declan O'Dwyer keep going out to that far side this time. Well, I don't think he intended to go where it goes, but it's gone straight into the hands of a Thurles Sarsfields man, who promptly gets it right back down again. Back in and touch. Enright again, trying to lay it off there to Corbett. We've intervened is John Devan. John Devan thundering out of the fence. Gets a good clearance out there to that far side. Liam as he spoke out, well, the toss is half blocked down, but it's not. It's going in towards the full forward line. Coming out to John O'Neill trying to pick it there, but instead it's with Paddy Maher. And Paddy Maher seems to have held onto the ball too long, and it's going to be a free in for Clonoulty Rossmore, and we give them the chance to get a first score from the free actually, because the 3 points that they've got have come from play. So this free will be taken, I'm sure, by Timmy Hammersley, who has to date scored 4 goals and 83 points in the championship, and I'd say you can honestly say it's going to be 4 goals and 84. Just outside the arc, Timmy Hammersley. Now, Timmy, first chance from a free today, and I'd say he rises, strikes, and it's gone for the white flag, so it's 9 points to 4. Almost 22 minutes gone in the first half. At McCormick.
So,
and there's a substitution warming up for Clonoulty Rossmore at the moment. I don't know who's it, but we follow the play as the play goes on and dropping it out just beyond the 65. Well, going up there, trying to a number of players clashing in there, and eventually breaks to a Clonoulty Rossmore man, and the Thurles Sarsfields player down, injured there. He's got a severe knock in the face there, and it's just an accidental strike. There are 3 players actually went for the ball, and he seems to have taken the ship to heavy tackle. Now, number 17. Anthony Carney coming on there, and Liam Devan is leaving the fray. So
first substitution of the afternoon. Meanwhile, there's this Thurles Sarsfields player seems to be rather badly injured over there. I think it could be Alan Kennedy. He seems to be getting to his feet now. And thankfully, in a couple of moments now, Ian Devan is making his way here now. And Anthony Kearney will be at number 17, replacing number 7. So we will probably resume with a throw ball when Alan Kennedy is fully recovered. Now going to be a free to Clonoulty Rossmore and dead straight almost in the centre of the field, well a little bit to the Thurles Sarsfields end of it. And Timmy Hammersley has come out to take this, or has he? He hasn't in fact been logged in there, it's a 20 metre line ball bobbing around in there, could go anywhere. Here's Clonoulty Rossmore man has it in his possession, but too many red shots there. Dennis Maher back there helping his defence. Right, back there, and goes a hand to Lock but Neil breaks down. Another man with the yellow helmet has it now. He's getting away from it there. It's Pa Burke. Pa Burke looks to the post, but this time he fires it to the left and fires it wide. So it still remains 9 points to 4. 25 minutes, almost 26 minutes gone in this first half. Puck out to come, and he's going for the sharp one this time. Right out into the centre here goes to Patrick Heffernan. Patrick Heffernan about to be tackled by Pa Burke, but still gets in his puck just the same. Dropping it down into the centre, up goes Patrick Maher, plucking it from the air like an apple from a tree. Drills it quickly there to the man who was in, Michael Leeson. Michael Leeson lobbing it in there. Fiacre Dwyer comes off his line, picks the ball, despite the best efforts there. And trying to be getting it out of there. He was about to be tackled. But he gets his clearance down, dropping it down once again in the centre forward, centre back position. He can get it. He gets outside to Michael Leeson. Michael Leeson there's Patrick Maher, there's Maher. Goes to Patrick Heffernan. Patrick Heffernan had it there now, but he's lost it. It's in the possession of a Thurles Sarsfields now, who drills it up below toes. This side here. And his jersey, the texture of his jersey being well tested. Johnny Enright pans him back there towards Lockharbour. Lockharbour half falls the second time, still gets the ball just the same. Lovely work there as it comes to Dennis Maher. Dennis Maher being tackled there by Sean O'Connor. Gets in his puck just the same. The ball dropping preciously close to the end line. Out comes Fiacre. Out comes Declan O'Dwyer. Declan O'Dwyer inside his own good 13 metre line, clears the ball out into the centre of the field. The ball breaks kindly for Thurles. Well, he was about to. It is now. The men in blue seem to be in all the right places at the right time. As out goes Pa Burke. Pa Burke goes ahead of his right on a very acute angle. Gets the ball straight across, and the ball goes to the right and goes wide. A snapshot there, right from the touchline by Pa Burke. It would have been a beautiful point, but the score remains 9 points to 4. Thurles Sarsfields to the good. Now, as Declan O'Dwyer takes his puck out, going for the length this time as the ball goes preciously close to the touchline over there. A little push in the back there from David Kennedy, and it's going to be a free in for Clonoulty Rossmore just inside the Thurles Sarsfields 45 metre line, 65 metre line. John O'Keefe talked about a quick one there, but they're going to leave it instead for Timmy Hammersley. Timmy has come out to take this free. It's a long ways out, but probably it's in his compass all right. Now, Timmy Hammersley only a few yards in from the sideline, and dead on the Thurles Sarsfields 65 metre line. And Timmy looks as though he's looking for another hurley, I think. He's shouting up, we can actually hear him up here, he's shouting for a hurley. There's no point in taking a free with a broken hurley. So, he's armed with a new hurley. Let's see, will the new hurley have the accuracy? Now, substitution is there going to be... Yes, Sean O'Connor is being replaced there. Sean O'Connor is being replaced by Paddy White, I think, for Clonoulty Rossmore. Meanwhile, the free is taken by Timmy Hammersley. It's tail to the right and tail wide, so the new stick didn't do its job after all.
Score remains 9 points to 4. We're not all that far away, although we will have quite a bit of injury time. We had a couple of injuries here in the first half. That's Pat McCormick. Hooks it out now, dropping in the direction there of Pat Burke. Oh, great catch there. On the Clonoulty in there by John Devan. John Devan dropping it right into the there. There's not O'Neill. O'Neill is there. He tackled that. In fact, it was Thomas Butler. Tom Butler winning that free there. And I wonder, will they go for a goal here in a 1-on-1 situation in there? He won possession of the ball. And now a chance for them. Will they take the points or will they go for a goal? A goal for them at this stage now coming up to half time would be a great inspiration. But then if we were to be saved, I suppose it would be a rather John O'Neill looks as though he's going to take this one. He's standing back. He looks as though he's going to blast for the goal. Now, drama here now as we come up close. Here is Lowe. Bends it low. It's a goal! He's stepping shot there by John O'Neill. Coming into the right hand. Check there. There's a little bit of anti-boundary breaking out now after that goal there. So it's about Clonoulty Rossmore right back into this contest now. They just trailed by 2 points now. 9 points for Thurles Sarsfields. 1 more and 4 points for Clonoulty Rossmore. 29.5 minutes gone in the first half. And now we see that again, just coming up to half time. As Pat McCormick prepares to take this puck. Beaten for the first time this afternoon with that free. And now nice and calm, he pucks it away over to that far side there. Hands go up for there. So this is Clonoulty Rossmore certainly buoyed up by that score there, and there's, the ball has gone out over the touchline over on that far side, and it's going to be a line ball, and line ball is going to be for Thurles Sarsfields. Let's see what Stephen Lillis is not. It's not going to be Stephen, well, it might be Stephen. Yes, Stephen Lillis looks as though he's going to take this line ball, and if he strikes this as sweet as he struck the last one, he struck, it could go all the way over the bar. It's now 9 points to 1-4. Well, how strange a thing can happen. Thurles Sarsfields in total dominance for most of the game. Now find themselves, and now they've made a mistake with that as well. As the ball is drilled quickly back down again, and that comes right again. Back goes Paddy now, falls to the ground, doesn't fall to the ground, collects it there. He doesn't get it out very far. He gets down the direction of Michael Carr. Michael Carr about to be taken by 2 players. Strikes it beautifully over his shoulder, up along the way, but out comes this is John Devan. John Devan standing all alone there. Evades one man, he gets the ball over to that far side to a teammate who drills it in nicely, but the ball has gone to the right and gone wide. So Clonoulty really have come to life in the last few minutes. That goal has brought to life, and there's just 2 points in it. A minute into injury time now. Pat McCormick to take this puck out. Pat McCormick's puck out comes to this side this time. It's coming in the direction of Dennis Maher there, and Dennis Maher splendidly collects it. Things about has the ball knocked away from him there. Timmy Hammersley operating out the field, has his puck blocked down. Clonoulty holding in packs now. In there is John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe gets a good clearance on. Again, he's up there towards Timmy Hammersley. Timmy Hammersley feels the ball raised to Michael Heffernan. How come the pass comes? So collected there for he's there. A very heavy challenge there from Clonoulty Rossmore player there. I think it might be a very, very heavy challenge there on David Kennedy. But I'm sure that probably within the roads, and the referee is going to throw in the ball now. And putting in there now.
Jesus Christ!
And there's a bit of afters there now. And this game is coming to life also in one way that hurling since now as the players have been called aside, and I'm sure the half-time whistle, the players will be told to calm down a bit now. Let's see what the referee is going to do here now. The referee now is speaking there to Alan Kennedy, and he's giving a free. It's going to be a free. Timmy Hammersley is going to be taking. This could narrow to the bare minimum as we fast approach half time. We've now played 32.5 minutes. Timmy Hammersley now inside the Sarsfields, the 45-metre line, and about 10 yards in front touch. As he gets his line of vision now, rises, strikes, and a little bit to the right and wide. So, score remains 9 points to 1-4. Referee just having a quick look at the watch there. Pat McCormick prepares to puck out. They answer the ref for now anyway. Here he comes. The ball is drilled and the referee blows up for half time. And at half time, a game that has really come to life in the last 7 or 8 minutes of the first half. Thurles Sarsfields in the complete ascendancy for the first 20 or so, but now find themselves just 2 points to the good. At half time, Thurles Sarsfields leading by 9 points to Clonoulty Rossmore's 1 goal and 4. Don't go away, as we really are wide up now for a cracking second half. Underway, Clonoulty back out for the last few minutes, and Thurles Sarsfields, having led by 6 for so long, being pegged back to now just 2 to the good as the referee prepares to throw in for the time. Away we go for the second half, and a hard pull there, and pulled on again there by Alan Kenny. Gets it over there for Johnny Enright. Tackling down as he goes to the ground, gets the ball out to There's not lobbing in there. Doesn't look as though he'll go over. The goalkeeper takes it in. He's calmly under the post there as Parabot came into him. Clears it out to the side there, going on very close to the touchline there. 2 players about in time. Lovely piece of work there as Ashley's man, Parry Man, falls and the snippers over. Getting over there to Michael Leeson. Oh, Dobby inside where it comes. And that hard shot. No, still it's nicked his time again, but it's not going very far. And great defending there by the Clonoulty Rossmore. John Devan takes a heavy shoulder, but still gets the ball out into the centre of the field. Coming across there. And Clonoulty in no mood to lie on, let up after the half-time whistle. 2 Clonoulty men going for this ball. 1 going inside now. The man who has it there now is Michael Heffernan. Getting here across there. Dobby and Tuffy and O'Keefe neither of them to get a hit there. Thurles defending there in back there, their full back there. Full back there, Kevin O'Gorman dropping it out into the centre of the field there across Alan Kennedy. 2 Clonoulty men going for it. The man who picks it now for Sarsfields. There's when he tried to do Stephen Lillis. Hard pull there and pulled on once again. And Lillis gets up and pulls on the ball and drives it a good 20 right up the great clip. Good defending there by Clonoulty. The ball comes out to John O'Keefe. Blocked there by Dennis Maher. Dennis Maher has it for Sarsfields. He picks his spot and he gets an absolute beautiful point. Come all about 50 to 55 yards or so out. Oh, a beautiful strike there, even though he was surrounded. Dennis Maher getting the opening score of the second half and a beautiful point, and Sarsfields certainly needed that. They lead now by 10 points to 1-4. 2 minutes or so gone in the second half, and the ball, a number of players go for it there, falling to the ground in the slippery shovel, pulled on there, and Kennedy, there's his puck half blocked down, goes back there, and the man who collects it there's Anthony Carney. His shot goes out over the touchline, and it's going to be a line ball. So Michael Cahill about to take this now halfway between his own 45 and 65 metre line, taking great care, almost like Tiger Woods about to take this shot. Standing back now, will he get the same distance as Tiger? He does. Beautiful strike, getting it up there. Oh, almost a lovely catch there by Richie Root. The ball ran out of play there, and it's going to be a line ball. Richie Root there fails to just control it in the slippery surface. Of course, we're dry overhead, but the underground conditions not that great. Well, that was wonderful defending there back along. Clark Corbett seemed as though he was going to unleash a thunderbolt, but somewhere a defender got a body in the way and blocked it down. And usually if Lars strikes him like that, the goalkeeper just won't see him. And the ball is knocked out on the ball. The touchline there, it looked as though it was a Thurles man, but it's linesman seems to think otherwise. It's a line ball for Thurles Sarsfields there just outside the Clonoulty 45 metre line. Parabot teeing up this one. Taking great care with it anyway. He's aiming at the far post, and if this were struck properly, it could be abuse.
It takes linesmen to know what's going on.
Now, linesman has told him he has to move it again, so certainly taking his time. Let's see, will he get the ultimate reward for all the care he's taken. Standing back, here he comes, he strikes, and it's a beauty! Oh, it's a beauty, but top spin, and it could go anywhere. Oh, and absolutely great catch inside there by Paddy Heffernan. And the ball cleared over that far side, but going after Barry O'Dwyer has hooshed off the ball. The players trying to pull and hand pulling over there, and no room for sentiment as the player Clonoulty man in possession, but his pass goes astray, and it goes straight there, and they're knocking it out. He comes back to Parry Maher, drills it low up there, and he gets it to Dennis Maher again. Maher looks at the post, strikes it, and it's another smashing point by this guy. Oh, what a beautiful strike again. 2 points. The 100% record as the quick puck out is taken there, but the referee isn't happy with it, so he's blown up and he has to go back and do it all over again. Well, Sarsfields have opened fairly bright in the second half. They had 2 points, but Clonoulty will not give up. They keep at it. It's 11 points to 1-4. Just playing about 4 minutes or just almost 5 minutes into the second half. The Players coming across, half blocked down there by Michael Deason. The ball is knocked into the centre of the field, going after, and once again there, Michael Deason trying to pick it up. A good hard pull there from one of the Clonoulty men. Doesn't go very far. Quick thinking there by David Kennedy. It's cleared down. It's a good work there by the full back line there for Clonoulty Rossmore. Oh, great catch, a magnificent catch there by Paddy White. Paddy White clearing it quickly, getting up there, and it comes towards Timmy Hammersley. Hammersley takes it. It's the second bite of the cherry there. Hooked the first time, dropping the ball up in there to us, and ball knocked down the stick. Danger here. O'Keefe. O'Keefe is going right through. He's brought to the ground. The referee is it going to be a penalty or is it going to be just a 20-metre free? And they had nightmares of the last 20-metre free. O'Keefe seemed to be the one that was breathing down on goal there. And now once again it looks like they're going for another onion bag one. Sarsfields had better beware.
The man who got the vital goal in the last game.
Now O'Neill goes out to get some instruction there. Meanwhile, is there a change of, well, I don't know, I think that maybe they're going to think Timmy Hammersley is going over. He's going to pop it over the lads.
He'll go for the point.
And it's a relatively easy free for a man of his calibre. He rises, strikes it, and strikes it beautifully over the bar and brings it back to a 3-point game again. It's now first 5 minutes gone in the second half. It's 11 points to 1-5, 11 points to 8. Meanwhile, there's going to be a substitution on the Thurles Sarsfields team. Number 17, Aidan McCormick will replace Johnny Enright, I think. Yes. Johnny Enright making way there. Johnny has done his bit, and already he's into the action as the puck out is going to be taken now by Pat McCall. Pat gets a long one, dropping on the 45-metre line. Players going up for it there. Tackling there. Now forward tries to pick it. Now goes out there. Has his space taken away there by Timmy Hammersley. Hurling back in the half-back line, getting it out there towards Anthony Carney. Carney thinking about a pull. Succeeds in doing so, getting up to the far side, but coming across the cover off there with the Sarsfields minutes. And now is David Naher. Drilling it in there. And, well, he didn't get very close to substitution there. McConnell gets pushed out over the line on the ball and all, and it's going to be a line ball over on that far side, and it's to Clonoulty Rossmore. Not too far away from their own 65-metre line. On that far side now to take it. I can't rightly see the man's number, so I just have to say he's just a Clonoulty man. Meanwhile, there's going to be another substitution on the Clonoulty team. Michael Heffernan looks as though he's going to be making way, and coming on will be Conor Ryan. Conor Ryan will be coming on, and Michael Heffernan looks as though he's making way. Well, certainly Clonoulty reeling in the changes, no doubt about it. I think that's their fourth substitution now, and the game is in a relatively young stage yet. As a nice line ball is taken over, and Michael Cahill going back towards it, going past it back there as he gets to Paddy Maher, running it down the field again, dropping him out into the 60-metre line. Hands go up for it. The ball is not broken away. Comes to Dennis Maher again. Maher has his buck half blocked down this time. Goes after the second time. Still the ball is cleared away there by the defence, and it's very close to that touchline on that far side, and it's gone out. It's going to be a line ball for Thurles Sarsfields. Looked like Michael Cahill maybe is going to take this one. 3 men in that vicinity there on Thurles Sarsfields with white helmets now, so it's extremely difficult to know. Now, halfway is between the 65 and a nice strike there by Cahill, keeping it close to the touchline, right over into that far corner, going back to cover off there. Clearing it out, but he gets it. Oh, a nice piece of work there. It comes to Alan Kennedy. Alan Kennedy back to the same man again. Jason strikes it in. It's going to the right and gone wide. So it's good. The idea was good, the move was good, but the end didn't. As the puck out is taken out, players going batted back there. It comes straight to Loch Harvard. Looks at the post. It should be good. It's gone well. Now has fired it in, but he's put it wide. So 2 wides for Sarsfields there in quick succession. 11 to 1-5. 3-point game now.
Plenty time for anyone.
Now, it's Declan O'Keefe. Declan O'Dwyer pucks it out into the centre of the field. The player going up, it goes to Paddy Maher. Paddy Maher thinking about a score. Dropping it in now towards Harbour. Harbour ducks it down on his stick there. It goes straight to Aidan McCormick. And a very acute angle. Fires the right across the wire. Oh, splendid point there by McCormick. Oh, on the pitch just a couple of minutes, and that will certainly do his confidence a power of good as the Sarsfields by 4 now once again. It's 12 points to 1-5. Just over almost 10 minutes gone in the second half. Declan O'Dwyer popping out once again and getting it out there, out into the centre of the field. Up goes Stephen Lillis. It breaks instead there to Thomas Ryan. Thomas Ryan drilling it in low. He touches full foul line. They smell danger. They go to Tom. Neither of them has it. Paddy Maher there. Going being surrounded there by green and gold shots. Gets it out there. He gets it to Michael Deason. Deason, a quick delivery over to that far side in the direction there of Lockhart and John Devan. Neither of them get it. Ball broken down. They're going back to cover off there as a man in red and green. I can't know what his number is at the moment, but his shot goes out over that touchline on that far side, and it's going to be a line ball for Thurles Sarsfields. They lead by 4, and looks as though Michael Deason is going to take this one, I think. Michael Deason, no, he's leaving instead for Michael Cahill. Michael strikes this as good as he struck the last one now, and he'll be very pleased with it. Now, taking great care. Here comes Michael Cahill now. Michael was such a fantastic game from Tipperary this year. Oh, the ball passes a number of players, but it doesn't pass. Devan has it off quickly there. He passes the goal, loses his footing there. Chance here for Sarsfields now to take another lead. The ball goes in, it's gone high, it's gone over and over. And another point from a stick there by Clonoulty Rossmore man. So Sarsfields taking full advantage of it, and the ball going over the bar. So it's 13 points to 1-5 now. As Declan O'Dwyer pucks it out into the centre of the field again, but it goes half goes astray. Number of Thurles players there, lacking in very close to the touchline. David Kennedy there, right pulls on the ball. The ball goes out of his stick, out over the touchline down there. And it's going to be a line ball halfway between the 45 and 65 metre line for the Clonoulty men on their own into the pitch. Now, who's going to take this line on? If I can see his number, I might have a chance. Yes, it's going to be Anthony Carney. Anthony now commands a substitution in the first half and is doing quite well. Trying to inspire his men now, who seem to have gone into a little bit of lull after that, but that revival there just before half time. Oh, lovely piece of killing the ball there by Stephen Lillis. Getting over into that fast side. Harburg there. He's got that going back to James Heffernan. James Heffernan, right close to his own inline. He's surrounded by 2 men. Still gets his puck in and gets out of 65 70 and the ball goes out over the touchline. That line ball, and it's going to be a line ball. And Paddy White there is incensed by that, and it's not going to change his mind. It's going to be a line ball on the Clonoulty 65 metre line. Stephen Lillis to take it. Stephen now, who struck a fantastic point in the first half, but it wasn't as far out as this. Anyway, players making runs all over the place now to try and make room for him. Oh, that's a lovely strike, and dropping into the 20 metre line. Hard to know who's going. Dennis Maher, players falling to the ground. Flicked out a bit there, coming into the direction there of Richie Root. Richie Root gets around one man, falls to the ground, gets it back inside. Then he gets it to Ed McCormick. McCormick fires it in and puts it over the bar. What a magnificent score again by that substitution. Oh, 2 from 2 from McCormick. It's now 14 points to 1-5 in favour of, and the 6-point game has been restored from Sarsfields as Declan O'Dwyer right out into the centre of the field, coming out to collect it there for Thurles Sarsfields. Well, he'll try and do his best then. He's fallen to the ground. He's lost the ball and he's snapped up there like vultures. But the men in blue coming across there is Michael Deason. Deason gets in. A very heavy challenge there after the ball has gone in on Alan Kennedy. He's really been buried there. That was a real Paul O'Connell tackle there. I never saw one anyway. He'll do good. He should do a tremendous service at home and park, exactly like that. Anyway, there is recovering, hopefully now. That ball has gone in. To get their breath, and we get a chance as well, as it's been hectic since the start of the second half. Sarsfields is really upping into gear now. Rocked there for the last 5 minutes or so of the first half when their lead was reduced to 2 points, but they seem to have restored their composure once again, and now they lead by 6 points. It's not safe by any means, and Alan Kennedy, I'd say, won't be getting up for a while. He seems to be banjaxed. Oh, and I take back what I said. He's back on his feet. I didn't think he'd get up after that knock, but he's back on his feet. This man is made of stubborn stuff. And we can resume now with the puck out for Clonoulty Rossmore. Declan O'Dwyer will be the man to do the duty when everybody except the players are off the pitch. Work seems to be in a small little difficulty. Maybe it's just drapery trouble. I think it was just drapery trouble. He's okay. Now, Declan O'Dwyer will take this puck out. It's a long one dropping into Sarsfields territory. 1-0, one hand has been getting it back quickly there. It comes there, towards Richie Root laying it off neatly there. It towards Michael Deason dropping it into the danger zone. He towards that hard, here's the goal! Shot! And he took the back of the onion sack. Oh, an absolute cannon from Corbin. Wide for so long. One chance, back of the net. Clinical finishing, Mr. Efficiency. Now, that puts an enormous amount of daylight. There is 9 points in this game now. Lar finishing it there with eloquence when he got the opportunity. And here comes Sarsfields again. But it's broken up this time now by John Devan. John Devan, he's surrounded there by 2 shots. He's fouled there, and it's going to be free out for Clonoulty Rossmore. They certainly need to get things moving once again. They trail by 9 points now, and we're not that far away from halfway through the second half. James Heffernan to take this free outside his own 45-metre line. He needs to drop this in around the house, and they hope so someone will get in the end of it. The ball is dropping down there. Paddy Maher flicks it out. And it comes out, and it's in the position there for John O'Neill. John O'Neill has his puck blocked down. Going back there, Stephen Lillis has his puck half blocked down. With the ricocheting all over the place. 2 players going for it. And Michael Deason tried to get there for himself. He didn't get it, but Timmy Hammersley going up along the touchline, about to be tackled. Gets a high ball in, and gets a magnificent point there. Oh, super point there from Timmy Hammersley. And they certainly needed that. It's now 1-14 to 1-6. I'd say it'll be 1-7 in there.
1-14 for Sarsfields.
1-6, so it's just 1-6, so it's 8-point game now as Pat McCormack prepares to take his puck out and drives it right down, dropping on the Clonoulty 65-metre line. 2 or 3 players going for it. Who's been the quickest to react? It comes in right there to there's a foul there on Clonoulty Rossmore, man, and it's going to be a free for Clonoulty Rossmore. John Devan in a hurry to get on with proceedings now. He's side behind by 8 as we move into the last quarter of this game, inside his own 65-metre line. Players making runs here and there. He's going to lob this in the edge of the square and hope that somebody will get on to tap it to the onion sack. Ahead, pulled there, but good defending there once again. Thurles back in numbers. The Blue Army are back there. It's not gone in yet. Shot goes in, stopped inside there by Cahill. Ball flicked outside. Chance for O'Neill. O'Neill. Oh, O'Neill shot his hair blocked and it goes over the bar. And it looked as though the onion sack was going to be burst. How somebody got a block on that, and the keeper almost left suspended in mid-air, grasping at nothing but fresh air, but left helpless as the ball went over the bar. It could easily have been in the onion sack.
What a block, what a bridge. It was 1-7 for Clonoulty.
So 1-14 to 1-7, and you just get the idea. And seeing how Sean O'Connor looks as though he's going to come back on Sean O'Connor is going to come back on the Clonoulty team, and who's gone off? Oh, well, number 9. No, it's nobody gone off as of yet. Meanwhile, there's an injury to so it's 1-14 to 1-7. 7 points between the teams, and we are playing about 18 minutes or so of the second half as the puck out is taken. Here comes Clonoulty again. They're not going to give up without a fight. Going after there, but and the ball is still running their way. But going back there, Lark Howell is still there. And a chance here for Clonoulty Rossmore, and the ball goes, and after all that great work from Clonoulty point of view, the ball goes out over the end line and wide. So they could have done with a score there, so it remains 1-14 to 1-7. Pat McCormack now, as meanwhile there's a Thurles man there, has to get a stick. Pat McCormack with his puck out there, dropping it out here on the side of the field. Hands go up for it, and the sticks go up for it as well. Clonoulty once again pulling on the ground, going back to cover out this Paddy Maher. Paddy Maher takes him out of the puck. Then doesn't get it very well, gets it far enough, and Michael Deason half interrupts it. Going after this, Anthony Carney. Anthony Carney very close to him. Anthony Carney forced out over the touchline there, and it's a line ball for Thurles Sarsfields right down here on 100, just inside the Clonoulty 65-metre line. And who's going to take it? There's a number. Looks as though Sean O'Connor is coming on. Feedro O'Keefe, I'd say, is making way. Now, Sean O'Connor is going well anyway. There's a change around. Meanwhile, Stephen Lillis is going to line up to this line ball. And will he get another good strike on this one? Now here comes Stephen Lillis. Oh, he was going to take his shot, but the referee has blown up, and he's going in to have a little chat with his umpire now. Maybe some players getting to know each other a little bit too well. Now, ref, the ref gone to have a chance. This evening really has blown up a lovely evening. The sun is threatening to come out here at Simply Stadium. A while ago we thought we'd have to put on the floodlights. Now, he's having a chat and he's just speaking to a couple of players there. Maybe he's asking them whether they want to have a pint later on, but however, anyway, for now he's... Yeah, she's flashing a yellow card at both of them now, so it's a little bit more serious than... Anyway, he comes out now and Stephen Lillis will prepare to fire in this one this time. Oh, a lovely strike by Lillis again, knocking in 20 metre line, could go anywhere, the ball. Great defending there for Clonoulty men. And Paddy Heffernan was the man who was fouled there. He was going to take a quick free, but the referee says not from the right spot, so back they go. And James Heffernan looks as though he's going to take this one. Coming up is just in, we're into the last 10 minutes of this game, 114 to 1-7. Sarsfields lead now. And looks as though Alan Kennedy is going off the Sarsfields team, and number 19, Jim Corbett will come on, and Alan Kennedy will leave the scene. Well, Alan has been in the wars today. He's given his all for his team. And a nice free taking free there for us. Powering Mar coming out, lays the ball off neatly there to Barry O'Dwyer's hooked as he tries to get away with it. Players pulling on it, breaks neatly there. But Tom Butler had it, but he failed to strike it there as he was hooked, and the ball comes across to this side. Neat work there. Oh, and great hooking and blocking anyway. So comes to Michael Gleeson, lays it off quickly there. Pulled down by Stephen Lillis. Has his puck half blocked down. Cannons towards the sideline there. Going back to cover off there. I know it's him now. He's Kevin Horn gets a long clearance there up towards Paddy Maher. Paddy Maher puts up his hand, doesn't fail, comes out to the ball, flicks it there, but it goes astray. Oh, lovely piece of work by John Devan going around in circles there, gets it back there now, and then chance struck Clonoulty, but it's tails on the left and tail wide, and that chance went to Conor Ryan. His first real taste of the action there, and the ball going out. Oh, and the sun has come out. We're getting an Indian summer here as this county final moves into its latter stages. Now, Pat McCormack. Here he comes. He's coming down this side. He's coming down in the direction there of Stephen Lillis, and the hands going up for a great piece of work there by Anthony Carney. Carney close to the touchline. Ball going off of Thurles Sarsfields player there, and it's going to be a line ball for Clonoulty Rossmore. Thoroughly broken down there now. Somebody else. It's tough stuff out there. No quarter astra given. As Paddy White looks as though he's going to take this one. It's inside his own 65-metre line. Time ticking away now. It's still a 7-point game. Clonoulty, they need something quick, and nice throw right across, goes straight across there towards Conor Ryan. Ryan lays it off quickly there towards Paddy Heffernan. Heffernan's shot. Oh, he spurns another chance for Clonoulty, and there's 2 points they could have done with now in the last couple of minutes. Still a 7-point game. Pat McCormack now trying the far side this time. There's the sun is almost in the rise now as that ball is coming out to this side. Picked up there neatly. Oh, he takes a heavy challenge there. David Kennedy, but going back to men in yellow helmets. He was allowed to be hooked, and he was hooked. Picked him as the ball is in prospect. Come across towards Michael Carr being tackled there by John O'Neill. Going away from it. Carr coming across. Passing his own 45-metre line and gets a lovely piece off the stick. Taking it close to the touchline. Coming up, Corbett out like an electric train. Gets a beautiful flick across there. And there's foul. Oh, and it would have been such a wonderful move if the referee had let it run. It might have been such a wonderful move because there was a player inside, and if he got the layoff, he could have raised another green flag. But however, the ref blows up and it's a free for Sarsfields. Pat Burke will do the duties, and I presume it to be a point. Now,
it's gone. Gone, sent off.
Oh dear. It's the player has been sent off for a high challenge there.
Yes.
He's on his second yellow. I'll have to see in a minute who it is now. James Heffernan. Well, that's unfortunate now, both from his personal point of view and from what I suppose the rules it was the second yellow, and he had to go. So a man down and 7 points down, and looking at 8 down, and it's looking a bit gloomy for Clonoulty now. And meanwhile, isn't going to get a chance to take this free just yet. And James Heffernan, well,
just hard luck on these things happen in games. Now, Pa Burke standing over this one. He hasn't had that many frees so far today. Will he get this one on target? He's going, it's high, it's good, and it's over the bar, and it's edging Thurles Sarsfields closer to the 31st title. As we move into the last 5 minutes or so of the game, the quickly taken puck out is there, and the ball is up on the far end of the scale. Bloom in there, and O'Neill has it, lays it off quickly there, but there's a wall of blue shots there, and Patrick Maher's on the end of it. And it was such a splendid season, gets the ball out again, and there it does. Lark Harbour can't lift it this time. The referee is going to give a throw ball there. And it's going to be a throw-in, I think, or is he giving a free?
And Harvard will take this one. Line in front of the post of 45, it was out 115 for Sarsfields.
That is indeed, it's a free in for Thurles Sarsfields, and just outside, just inside the Clonoulty Rossmore 65-metre line, and Pa Burke is more central this time, a little bit further out, but more central. I'm sure it'll probably be the same story. It's knocked down, it's probably been knocked down, and a great knockdown there, and fouls the ball, so it's going to be a free for Clonoulty Rossmore. Paddy White looks as though he's going to take this one. They all want to take it. John Devan is now going to take it, and he needs to get on with it quickly. As he drops the ball in the parallel ground there. Players going up, hands going up, and he's inside them, and Thomas Ryan has it, takes a shot. Splendid save! Oh, what a super save by Pat McCormack. He's had a quiet game, he's had a quiet thing to do all day, you can say, but by God, when he was called on there, he brought off save of the century, and absolutely from a point blank shot from Thomas Ryan. He managed to take his man, lets the ball go to ground. And players coming out. The ball, see the Maher is still going in. Maher is still going. He's still going. Who stopped the ball there? He's still going. He's still going for a second. Well, no, has it now? It's Jim Corner. Jim Corner flattened there. And he's still in the ball. Back to Corner again. Come this time now. He's come to Richie Root. Oh! Richie Root has been thrown to the ground there. And I fear for that man has tackled him there now. He may be receiving his walking papers too. I know it looks as though the ref will be happy just to give a yellow card for that, and it'll be a free. And
Second yellow, then. Second
now, so South is piling on the pressure now. They're in the ascendancy. They lead by 8 points, and they'll probably be 9 after this. So it's going to be Pa Burke to take this free on the 20-metre line. Meanwhile, Richie Root receives attention there. Well, Thurles Sarsfields Mariners have won back-to-back titles over 40 years, but it looks like they're going to achieve that goal today. I'd say Pa Burke is hardly going to have his puck blocked down this time.
Will we ever forget the last game? And of course, a lot of people forgot he did the same in the line of All Ireland in the first couple of minutes when nobody expected him really just to challenge despite last good got a goal. So, certainly a great record for the free table. What will they do in this one? It's 115 for Saturday, 1-7 for.
And with Richie Roach okay now, Pa Burke prepares to take this free. It's going to be it's going to be from Pa Burke, and it'll be 9 minutes, and he pops it straight over the bar as would be expected. So time ticks away. Sarsfields is now leading by 9 points once again as the puck out is taken there, and a great catch there. A nice catch low into it. Dennis Maher about to take a heavy tackle there. Chips a heavy tackle, it's away from him. And Paddy White was the man, but the man who has it now and is going nowhere. Well, he's finding it very difficult to make headway against as the ball goes to Paddy Maher. Paddy Maher coming down the field, thinks about the score himself. Drops the ball in there and it comes down to Richie Root. Richie Root now flicks the ball neatly outside there. Oh, and it's just a play is blocked down there in McCormack's shot. Cannon off it. A player there and comes across to this side. South is really playing some lovely link-up play now. It's now in McCormack back. He gets it now. And the ball is dropped in, but just inside this time John Devan trying to lots it off out there again. Lockharbour going in behind there. He won't get it in there, but it's now with Timmy Hammersley. Hammersley drills it low across there. Oh, Tom Ryan being tackled this time by Michael Deason, and back comes Lockharbour thinking about going off the solo. Here's the ball down to this side now. Here comes up. Pa Burke has his man has fallen to the ground. Very close to the touchline. Has difficulty lifting. He's about to be tackled now. Hands the long pass outside. The pass goes astray and he goes straight into a Clonoulty man's hand. Who gets it up there quickly. They're not going to give up. Back there to us, Lockharbour. Lockharbour very close to the touchline. Hooks down over the touchline. Goes out over the touchline, but the ball is going to be a line ball for Clonoulty Rossmore.
Now, number 15 is being. Number 15 looks as though he's being called ashore for. And number 18 is going on for Thurles Sarsfields. At this stage, it's John Joe Bourne. He's going to get his tail in the action, as it looks as though Richie Root is going to be called ashore. And now they're going through the motions now. They're giving number 22. Number 22, Patrick Leahy will come on now instead of Michael Deason, I think. Anyway, this line ball is to be taken by Paddy White. A lovely strike, beautiful ball dropping in there. Ball batted out, could go anywhere. Flicked out somewhere there, coming out and to get it's not gone out of the way. Yes, it's coming. Conor Ryan lays it outside where it gets to John O'Neill. O'Neill low hard shot. Oh, no, splendid save! Oh, what a save by Pat McCormack. And about to be cleared by David Kennedy. He better get it out there quickly. Oh, it's heading for the top of the onion sack. And he made a magnificent save, diving to his left and bringing it away. And back Clonoulty once again, John Devan, bringing it low over there. Plus Paddy White lobbing it in. And I don't know if they're going to be able to beat this man anyway. And standing back there is Lark Corbin, a man who's come full forward, come full back, turning it out. And it comes to Sean O'Connor. Sean O'Connor being followed over there by Jim Corbett, and the ball goes out over the touchline, and it's going to be a. Meanwhile, there's going to be another substitution. Number 22, Patrick Leahy is going on now.
But he doesn't mind, I suppose. Is he coming off? Well,
and it's going off. No, I think it may be David Kennedy or something. Meanwhile, there's a free over on that far side there. John O'Neill. Well, there's a couple of substitutions. Thurles now just giving players one up. And the ball drops in there again. Conor Ryan has it, using his six, staying on with the pies, but it's not working. The ball's picked up to O'Neill. A low hard shot, and cannons off it. And Corbett scaled it. Corbett coming away with it. And the referee has blown up. And county champions Thurles Sarsfields making number 31. And a splendid display in the second half. Sarsfields rocked in that first half down near it. And a 6-point lead pegged back to 2. And took the initiative from the word go in the second half. Taking on some beautiful points from Dennis Maher to mention that one. And then Lark Corbett with a magnificent goal midway through the second half. From there on, they drove on, and in the finish, they ran out comfortable winners on the scoreline of Thurles Sarsfields. 1 goal, 16 points. Clonoulty Rossmore, 1 goal and 7.